In last lecture, we have discussed about the scattering, its type, differential scattering cross section, total scattering cross section, and difference in between classical and quantum mechanical scattering. We have also discussed about the transformation from center of mass frame to the left frame because the calculations are made in center of mass frame while the scattering phenomena is seen in the left frame, so these transformations are essential. Now in today's lecture we will discuss about the solution of scattering equation. There are several methods to solve the scattering problem. For low energy scattering, the partial wave analysis or partial wave method is used, and while for the high energy scattering problems, Born approximation method and green function approach is used. The total scattering wave function for a scattering problem must have two parts. One is incident part and another one is the scattered part. So the total function is psi t equal to psi incident plus psi scattered. At a moment t tends to minus infinite, it means about far past we have only incident part of the scattered of the total wave function. That means when t is minus infinite, t total psi total is equal to the psi incident, and in future when t to infinite we have psi t equal to psi scattered only. The scattering problem is actually a bound state problem. So in center of mass frame, this problem is governed by the time dependent Schrodinger equation del square plus 2 mu over h cross square E minus ur psi r is equal to 0, where ur is the scattering potential. As we already know, the solution of this Schrodinger equation is psi rt equal to psi r exponential minus I over h cross et, where psi r is the space dependent part and exponential minus e I over h cross et is the time dependent part. It is well known that when the incident wave is coming along the z-axis, then the wave can be considered as a plane wave. So the incident wave function is written as psi incident r equal to exponential I k z, means plane wave function. After scattering, the scattered beam is diverted in all possible direction. So the scattered wave function must be a spherical wave function type, means we can assume that the scattered wave function is spherical wave function, and when the potential is spherically symmetric, then the scattered wave function psi scattered r is equal to f theta phi exponential I k dot r over r. This is the solution of spherical wave. Here f theta phi measures the angular distribution of a scattered wave and it is known as the scattering amplitude. Hence, the total wave function, which is equal to the sum of incident wave function and scattered wave function. So, psi t equal to exponential I k z plus f theta phi exponential I k dot r over r. And it can be proved mathematically that the differential scattering cross section is equal to the absolute square of scattering amplitude. Hence, to find out the solution of a scattering problem or to find out the differential scattering cross section of a scattering problem, we have to find out the scattering amplitude f theta phi. For find out the f theta phi, different methods are used. For low energy scattering, the most popular method is partial wave analysis or partial wave method. We shall discuss what is partial wave method in next lecture. Thank you.